So yeah, hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss about RTX 3080 Ti leaks. Now these leaks has been floating around in market for past few weeks, but recently a YouTuber Red Gaming Tech confirmed these leaks, and so now I am discussing these leaks with you. So if we talk directly about specs without wasting any time, then the specs are this graphics card is supposed to be having 10,240 CUDA cores, which is actually 2% less than RTX 3090, while having 12 gigabytes of VRAM at 19 gigabits per second with a bus width of 384 bits and a total speed of 912 gigabytes, which again 2% less than RTX 3090. And well, the thing is that this is expected to have a 10% performance boost as compared to RTX 3080, which doesn't make it actually a reasonable upgrade for if anyone is planning to shift from RTX 3080 to RTX 3080 Ti. But the pricing of this graphics card is also, like, I would say decent. That's $1,000 now. Well, in India this graphics card price could be around anywhere between 85 to 90,000 rupees, including the GST, I would say. And well, if there are any other import tax cesses or VATs applicable on these graphics card, I'm not aware about them. If there's something like that, then please comment down below and make me aware of those. Now the thing is that the MSRP of this graphics card is actually, like, very reasonable, because RTX 3080 is a $700 graphics card and RTX 3090 is a $1,500 graphics card, which is actually pretty expensive for a graphics card. Well, not if we see Teslas and all, like those graphics cards are much expensive, but they are for data centers, and not RTX 3090 is not for them. Well, moving on. So the thing is that the MSRP of this graphics card seems pretty decent and fair enough for numbers, I would guess. Well, the numbers and specs predict almost the same performance as RTX 3090, but having a cheaper price, as because the only difference is between the VRAM size. That's RTX 3090 has a 24 gigabytes of VRAM, whereas RTX 3080 Ti has only 12. Now, well, I would say if someone wants the computation power similar to RTX 3090 while not needing that much of VRAM, they can surely shift to RTX 3080 Ti. But if you need like high VRAM and high computation power, then RTX 3090 is your only last resort before going to Quadros and like all that professional stuff. Well, now if we talk forward again, so the gamer pleasing news is that RTX 3080 Ti is expected to having the same mining blocks as RTX 3060. But okay, now there's an issue. The issue is that to have effective mining logs, they need to block each and every single coin that's existed in the market till now. Like Nvidia, if they are serious about gamers, then they need to block each and every single coin that's on the market in their VBIOS and on their drivers. Like, it's not like you can block only Ethereum and Bitcoin. Like, people would start mining altcoins like Ravecoin and other things. So yeah, like, you need to be very serious if you don't do that. Now, well, the launch is expected to be having anywhere in mid-April. That's like exactly 1 month away from now. So it gives us a perfect space to talk about the scalpers. Now, well, I feel that scalpers are mostly now encouraged by miners, because miners have an unlimited budget for graphics card as compared to the gamers and usual consumers like you and me, because mining firms are billion-dollar firms, so they can spend a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars and all that, on this buying of graphics card, because they know that they will surely return their investment by, like, mining more and more. So yeah, like, they have access to money, but we don't have that much of access to money, and we won't be getting that good of return on investment. So we can't actually, even if we have access to that money, we can't actually buy something like that unless you are a professional who is making like multi-$1,000 stuff like in a few weeks. Every time, like, you are getting profit that much of from this graphics card, then that's a separate story, then even you can buy them. But okay, like, if we think that if there's a less demand from miners, there eventually be cards would be scalped for less, and even if they would be scalped, then they would be sold for much cheaper prices. Now, well, actually the scary stuff is that Nvidia needs to be serious about their stuff, and they literally need to block like every single coin, like I have told that earlier. And also, like, one thing that I would suggest to Nvidia is that to put the display out driver in the CMP lineup, because we know that these are Turing architecture, so they won't be affecting the ampere supply as much, like minutely affect. They would probably minutely affect the ampere supply, they won't affect the supply any much those. But if they have a display output, then the return of investment for miners would be better. Miners would be surely going out and buying those cards at first, instead of jumping up to our ampere cards and giving some RTX 3000 cards for gamers. And well, when the miners eventually will have to sell those graphics cards, they would be having a display out, so they would be getting a better return on investment. Plus if there is some, like, budget gamers, like there are some budget gamers in the market like me who actually can't afford a completely new RTX 3000 series graphics card. Someone like us will also be, like, pretty happy in getting a card that's used for mining earlier but has a display output, and we can actually game on that. So this would eventually, like, reduce e-waste also produced by a company like Nvidia. So Nvidia think Apple and produce less e-waste. Well, that's all for today, guys. If you think that this video has helped you anyhow, then please make sure to leave a like and subscribe the channel, and comment down below what do you think about these, like, launches from Nvidia, and where do you see Nvidia going forward in the future. Till then, thank you, bye bye, and alvida.